Andrei, we're live.
No! Oh my god, turn it off. Guys.
Hello. And welcome to this next level stream, which is for PAX and EGX. Very nice to be here, guys. It's a pleasure as always. So yeah, today we're gonna show you Drone Swarm in its very latest form.
In all its glory, let's say.
Yeah, let's
modestly put it.
Modest glory.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
put the modest glory there. So yeah, we're gonna show it off. You can play the demo right by just downloading it on Steam. The demo obviously is a shorter version from what we show here. This one is way more experimental. So yeah, let's see what happens.
Be lenient. Yeah, good.
So today, I would say Andrei is going to play, right?
I get to take the wheel. Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect.
Perfect,
Okay.
yeah. So we prepared a little something like good chefs do, right?
Yes, pre-prepared.
Yeah,
let's say.
because we wanted to show you a little bit of the
Yeah, so it's gonna be a bit of a later, like not
yes
starting right from the start, because that's useful, but we want to show the actual things that we put in there. So we're gonna go with this mission, which is, as you can see, 9 days since leaving Earth, which is puts it in the first chapter, body and torso. Let's see if I'm up to actually winning.
I will just comment it.
Yes, please, just.
By the way, look at this. I'm just super happy because we just got them here, and it's the comic that was made by 451. I can show it
The
briefly.
companion comic.
The
book.
companion comic, yeah. Pretty neat. It tells basically the
prequel.
the prequel, yeah.
So
Basically
where
the
the
origin story of the swarm, how it got to be in our hands and whatnot.
and where the comic ends, that's where the game begins. That's how
it is. So maybe
Alright.
show the galaxy map.
Right, yeah, since we're here. So this is the galaxy map. It's showing currently the first chapter, which, as you can see, has been gone through, cleared a bit. Yeah. It also shows the further chapters a bit, but not spoiling too much. Yeah. Missions that you can access are marked as such, so you're getting them easier. This one is a story mission. It's a more important one, which we will also go to, I think, right now.
But these symbols beneath the systems, what is that
Right,
about?
right. The system. So this tells you that in this system there is a technology available that you can get, which will help upgrade your mothership and your or your swarm.
Maybe we should show also the upgrade screen, just for the
right,
fuzz
because
of
there's
it.
stuff in there. Okay, so this is your mothership, the Argo.
We
This is
already
the
upgraded it a bit.
Swarm around it. You can play with it here, pet it, so it stays cool. We upgraded it a bit. Yes, it has its armor. As you can see, this armor plates around it, which increases its hull, its resistance substantially. Yeah. The swarm also has a couple of upgrades. One of which is the cannonball, which is by far the most spectacular.
I think we should just show it.
Yeah, just show it in game. Okay. So this one will get us an upgrade for the Argo, which is a spaceman field. Yeah, I'm not going to go. Oh. Actually, I will go into this one before the main story, because it gives us
powerful upgrade.
It gives us the ability to use more drones than normal on a drone path. So that makes all our attacks much stronger.
So basically, the length of paths that you draw is basically determining how many drones are going to be on that path, right?
Alright, this is the briefing screen. This happens before you actually drop in the mission, so you can get a view of the layout and see what ships are initially, at least, against you. So we're just gonna drop in. We got a short introduction there, which ended up with the resistance is futile, basically. In short.
I still like that effect.
Jason
did it.
Boom.
So Jason is our
Right.
effects artist. So
Our first customer has warped in. It's a cruiser of one of the factions. I'm not gonna disclose too much. Let it unfold like that. Let's say. So yeah, it's
very, very long charge time, but a really, really heavy hit.
so he's a bit of a puzzle opponent like that. Of course, he has the shields in front of it, which if we just do an attack path through, pop, it will just stop us.
Yeah. So basically, shields always works the same regardless, right? Whenever a drone hits a shield, it will be immediately disabled. So if you just attack him from the front with your normal attacks, you won't be able to. He will be shooting any second now.
Yeah,
right?
it's supposed to, but we will prevent that by shooting him straight into this hazard area, which is a cloud that disables the enemies and also the drones if you send them through.
You see the
Boop,
sparkles,
bum.
and there's disabled drones. They will re-enable after
He's
a short
shooting now.
period of
No,
time.
no. See, he's charging.
Yeah,
He's charging even.
in the cloud, so that is quite substantial there.
But if you bump him and take him out of alignment, he will just stop for a while.
Yeah.
And now, since we can see that it has an opening in the shields here in the back, and given that he's an relatively easy entry opponent, even though still dangerous, we will go for that hole.
Through the gas cloud attack.
Yeah, see, the gas cloud looked like a good idea at the time, but I would rather push him out and just have all my drones, be able to attack him, because otherwise, I mean, it works. It just shows you how it works, but in truth,
you missed. So
and this thing being here doesn't allow us, for example, to charge drones inside, so I'll do it right on the edge. Oh, there we go.
Oh!
No, it took
like
50%.
40%.
Jeez, Louise. Okay. Just gonna
So
go
Andrei instinctively already did it right? Because the drones will have to go first to the ship.
Right,
so if you just draw a straight line from the back through the ship, they will move towards the shield, be disabled there, and not be working at all.
Okay, so we got some opponents that are less, at least they look less little. They're pretty little in their own right. And there's another of these bodies. Okay, so let's send this boy to the sleeping area. Bob. And let's try. Oh! That one got bumped. Okay. And since you can see that bumping does a whole lot of damage, we're gonna keep shooting his mates into.
So
no, don't bump, sir. Don't bump. There we go.
a little bit of billiard.
Boom.
Nice.
Oh, that was
nice.
I don't know what happened there, man, but it looked cool. This one is not as disabled as I would want it. Now he is.
Yeah, I mean, the gas clouds have a certain chance of disabling ships, so it's not a guarantee that they're turned off there.
Missed completely.
Because
it's perfect. I missed.
Yeah, above and below.
Exactly, just
like
in
it should
between,
be,
just
right?
to show you guys. It's just on purpose.
There was a lot of explosions that hit you. Because maybe let's show the questions you should be able to manage, right?
Yeah.
If he shoots, you see all these little flashes there, that's drones dying. So we are already lost 2,300 drones.
The top bar that you can see here, which it shows you how many drones you currently have, and it's of course out of 32,000. You caught a small glimpse now of one of the, let's say, latest features that we decided on, which is that the Argo fully repairs himself and the drones during missions, which allowed us after in between missions, let's say, which allowed us some super huge degree of freedom into how difficult we want the missions to be.
Because ultimately, Drone Swarm is about throwing at you all different kinds of encounters and let's say counters to your tactics, right? So ultimately, we want you to struggle a bit, to overcome the challenge and have fun with that. So
there's a bunch of upgrades here that are, you can see them, let's say. So we got the deep concentration, which says that we can do the paths now up to 20,000, right? We'll go to the upgrades page, see if we
don't have the skill point.
Okay, so we need to grind a bit more experience. So should we go to the story first, or let's try this one? This one allows us to upgrade the Argo, which
the
is
thing without skill points, right?
Yes, and it's the first thing that you can actually upgrade that does something offensive to the enemy. So let's do this first.
Generally, the Argo is your Achilles heel, right? So it always is the thing you need to protect. But over the course of the game, you can upgrade her and you can make her better, you know.
It's not going to be like it can fight on its own, right? But
it can sustain longer and support.
And so act like some sort of hazard if you push the enemies in its path, let's say. Alright, this is a mission where we have some asteroids incoming. As you can see here, these little bodies are resident miners. They just mine through all that danger and repair themselves if they get damaged. So we have to catch a good time to get ourselves on the field, which would be about now. Boop.
By the way, if anybody has any questions, please just shoot our way.
No. I took it. Boom. No.
Yeah, there's already the first
customer. They're coming in to defend themselves.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. These guys are still happily mining. They don't care.
There's mining the asteroids, which basically regenerates them too. So
Alright, so we need to survive in here for a minute and a half, which looks like a little, but it's actually a few in the circumstances.
Whoa, there is the sheet buster. See what just happened? This blue torpedo, it ruins your drones. I mean, wow.
I'm gonna take it again. Yes. No way. Boop. Let's see if this guy...
We call him the wall buster. See why?
He busts walls.
Well, thank you.
Exactly like... Yeah. Okay, so we need to defend against the boulders here. We need to shoot this. Okay, that at least worked.
Yes. Attention, careful.
No. Boop. Okay. Yeah. This guy got wrecked.
He got wrecked by an asteroid. So
okay, I think there's more to this. So we're gonna... No.
Oh, Andrei, you're cutting it off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing the best I can, which is not much. No. Okay. There's more of them. Okay, now is this other faction that's coming to get us, which also, what do you know, has the wallbuster things. And now there's more things to worry about.
So we always try to very clearly color code the various weapons and their impact. So everything red deals damage. Everything blue is more on the disably side, and there's special stuff like orange and green.
I might have just made it, Julian. It's supposed to be ending any moment now. Any moment, please.
You just have to finish them off first, as far as I know.
Thank God it's over. Yes.
Nice.
Bye.
You just like smacking them about.
Yeah, it's my favorite feature. Alright.
And the thing in drones for me is that every single drone is really simulated. So we do calculate the collision between every single drone. Oh, do we get it? Oh, darn it.
Almost.
Next one.
Okay,
next one.
We farm.
But at least we get this one.
This one, yeah? So now we're gonna go upgrade. It takes us straight in here. Now we're gonna see the Argo loadout, right? So the Argo has 5 slots, yeah? One of which is the area of effect slot, in which you will, playing through, you will unlock several things that you can choose in between, right? The black stripes, would you take that?
Yeah, okay, of course. So there was a question, what are those black stripes? I assume you're referring to those. I might shed some light.
These are from the age, these other black stripes.
Great, Andrei. Yes. So if you look at this for a second, can you see her? So in the comic, or generally in the universe of Drone Swarm, we have these psionics, right? The psionics are the ones that were able to wrestle control over the swarm. And afterwards, they organized and were the only ones who could psionically communicate with the swarm and thus control it. you as the captain are also one of those psionics, and you are basically like a conductor trying to, get the swarm to do whatever you want. And the thing is, these tattoos were then invented by the Order, which is this, let's almost say, organization or almost culty thing.
Bit culty.
Yeah,
techno culty.
Yeah. This Order basically developed these symbols to mark and have the psionics stand out, because those are rare, right? So it's almost like a techno mage, if you want.
Yeah, in their case, as far as I recall from the comics, they also are more, functional a bit, or at least they had something going back and forth on the tattoos, as far as I recall. I might be wrong on that. It's just not. But yeah, we're the lesser psionics here, so we just have
all good.
Right.
And yeah, we do have some water tattoos, and we love to put them on.
So we're supposed to dismantle this defensive grid here, which has all these platforms tied up.
Ooh, they are bringing it up.
Yeah, so they're trying to shoot us. So we're gonna. Oh, this is a very sensitive mouse like that. It does something to my already bad.
Why are you attacking that?
Yeah, I don't know. So let's try to break it up from here somewhere. Yeah.
Okay. More damage.
More damage because the guys are repairing. The guys are repairing it. Let's see if it works. So our previous upgrade that you can see spinning around the Argo here is useless in this case, because
yes.
The guys are already static, but normally they would slow down whoever.
So you can burst it actually.
You can if you struggle really hard.
But if you think about, every one of these is shooting a repair beam, and the repair beam always shoots downwards.
Right, so this is the incoming one. So if we start from one of the edges here, like this edge actually, we should be able to kill him without him getting any repairs done, which is exactly how we're gonna trick it. Let's hope the Argo holds.
There was another question actually, where do I get the comic? So the question, or the answer, is actually pretty simple. It will be released alongside the game, so then you will be able to buy it physically. We also deliver a digital version of the comic with the pre-order deluxe edition basically. So that one you can pre-order now. Afterwards, with the deluxe edition, you will get the comic as well. And in the end, it will be even a 5 issues comic, this being the first issue of it. And there will be definitely different ways to get it.
We got the skill point.
You got the skill point.
Yes,
nice.
So that means upgrades. So you see, we're limited here, like the swarm can only go to 10,000 drones, and then it doesn't do much, right? So with the upgrade, we can push this to 20,000, which means 20,000 little dots of damage on whatever we choose to push them through.
That's actually a very, very important concept in Drone Zone. Every path you do has a certain length, right? And with its length, you also commit the number of drones. So a very short path commits fewer drones. For instance, for a wall, right? You can just have this small wall there with fewer drones, or you can have a large wall with a lot of drones. But for the attack path, this works the same. So if you have a super tiny attack path, it does very little damage, right? So because there is few drones attached to it.
You can of course combine multiple attack paths, which is what I did, but having just one, it increases your, you make sure that they all hit in the same place, so increases your damage effectively because you hit better.
Ultimately, that's also what we were going for organic skill, let's say, right? If you take the time and draw one path very nicely, chances are you will hit very good, and it also does a lot of damage. Whereas if you go like spam the paths all about, you miss easily, right? And therefore it also doesn't do the big damage.
I will learn it.
Yes,
learn it. Come on. Boom. Right, and now we're gonna see what it means to hit with 20,000
Cannonball.
Cannonball.
That one is
My favorite.
way
What we're gonna get here is another one of those Argo upgrades, which acts like some sort of not necessarily a catch-up mechanic, but sort of like the more damage you take to the Argo, it will fill up a bar, and it
sucks in the damage energy. So basically, all the explosions and whatnot, it stores the energy as much as it can, and then releases it once full, right? And when released, it repairs parts of the swarm. Yeah. The core idea here is that let's say, damage to the Argo is already, let's say, harsh enough.
Yeah, let's say, yeah.
So we wanted to alleviate it a little bit.
And also the fact that you lose drones is very, let's say, detrimental to the whole experience, right? You'd rather lose pieces of the Argo's health than lose the drones, because you're left without anything to do.
And especially gives you a chance if you're battered a lot, you know, like you're super down and I'm down at 10,000 drones or something like that, right? And then you're battered further, suddenly this triggers, bam, like health potion, you get a new batch of swarm,
a new
drones,
second
and then
one,
you can take him out, which
so you can
feels pretty good.
You can also see here one of the space stations in the games. This is the Vor one.
Yes, they all have different architecture styles, different backgrounds, and so on.
This one is under attack. So let's go see what this is about. Somebody jinxed somebody else, and now
the scout.
This is the Dashan, the one of the factions that we're gonna encounter.
So we have in the background the Vor station, which is the one race, which is the big mighty empire, let's say. And then we have the Dashan, who are the hit and run kind of guys, you know.
Right. So in here we don't know who to befriend, so we're just basically
we smack him
also our enemy. Yeah, so you see this guy has lit up one of his targets, and his companions will shoot it down really fast.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is destroy these guys first. That one took one from the opposing team. So you see here, if they're just without him being painted like that, he went down much harder. Oh, we got the ensnare ability, which is a modification of the wall, which allows us to catch this.
Yeah.
This running.
I mean, they will actually slowly push through. Again, every drone is simulated. That means every drone.
Let's see what happens.
Exerts a certain pressure, pushing against you,
Boop.
right?
See, that went straight through.
That was too much.
Yeah, it was dead already when it hit the field. All right, the stabilizing beam, and now.
Ooh. So the destabilizing beam being the green beam that let's just see it real quick. They're hitting the Argo now with it, and that means the damage on the Argo that the Argo takes is a lot worse.
Immediately see how it's burned down.
Actually, this mechanic with the swarm pool being around the ship, right? That one is super helpful in cases where, you know, it's basically your last line of defense, if you want, right? You just saw that instead of killing the Argo, they were killing the drones.
Yeah, see, they're constantly being. The thing is, the laser weapons are nastier that way, in that even if they pass through the line of drones, the beam itself still does damage to them. So they're pretty hard to. Oh, that's right.
All great.
It worked just fine. Alright, because I'm charging it to 20,000. That's why I smacked them so hard about. Perfect. Right, so this sends us to the gateway system. I fast forwarded the story a bit, so as to not spoil too much. But
you can experience it yourself,
exactly,
obviously.
Yes. Poo-poo, there's a question.
The question is, can we add tattoos to the deluxe version? Well, you print them yourselves. We can give you the digital,
right? Yeah,
the digital footprint thing. Yeah.
All right. We got a bunch of upgrades here still available.
Yes, we should get them, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. So this
path chaining.
yes,
That
that's
one is-
important.
Well,
A bit advanced for this.
it's advanced. We will probably push it to a later point,
yeah,
right?
it's gonna be later.
But you remember the gas clouds or also the shields and whatnot, right? If you just draw an attack path, they will go with a fairly straight line to the beginning of the attack path and do the attack path. But if on the way there is any obstacle, any hazard or any shield, they won't dodge it. They just go right through it. With your path chaining, you can tell them which way they should go towards the attack path. So there's you draw the movement path, switch to the attack during the drawing, and then you
I'm gonna show them a bit how it currently works in this mission, and then see what.
Ooh, yeah, you picked a very
not,
very bad vision to show
good,
stuff off.
Yeah, exactly.
So this one is a hard one. Let's see if Andrei fails
I
or
think
not.
this is actually the one that's a bit more palatable because it doesn't have the static defenses. It's just ships. So those I might be able to push above. So what you're required to is to interact with the swarm with this data cube here, right? So the swarm has the ability to basically scan it or hack it, however you want to call it, right? So we're gonna try and put some drones in here. Of course,
but the thing is, the more drones you add there, the faster they will progress. Yes, but at the same time, the more drones will be gone from.
This is the
You're going down pretty harshly, like 35% already.
Oh my god, okay. I need to take these guys back from here. Then kill a bunch of...
Oh, 20%.
No, oh, there's more.
Yes.
This is what you meant. This is what you meant.
Yes. So the side missions that are not...
this one worked.
Oh, there's 2 charging lasers. 2 charging lasers.
This is gonna be it, man. This is it. We're gonna show the red screen. The red screen.
Let's see the red screen.
The red screen is here for us.
Yes, there it is. I still love that effect.
Yeah, it looks very nice. Alright, well...
so yeah, that's... So you might have noticed that this system is actually not one of the main objectives for you to do. So you can skip it if you feel like, oh, it's way too hard.
So you can restart battle, right? Which takes you at the beginning of the battle, or just load autosave, which I will do. Yeah. Which puts you back before you chose that system, right? Yeah. So you still have some options left. I will of course take the same system and run
just wanted to show it off, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to show the defeat screen. No worries.
Of course you did.
I mean, we worked on it, so I showed the work. Okay, this one was it, yeah? This, yeah.
And make it happen.
Boom. Okay, let's see. They kind of get me. See, the thing with the game is that no matter how many times you played it, and everybody here played it quite a lot, you still get this kind of surprises when you're... just...
I mean, the first time I played that mission, I was like, holy heck.
Yeah, it's pretty...
like,
pretty really demanding. Alright, so first of all, get rid of this big boy here. Boom, because 22,000 drones really do mean that you're gonna fly super far. Plop.
Wow, the impact damage alone is enough to kill them.
Yeah, but they're super flimsy like that.
That's really crazy.
Alright, so we're gonna do this thing here. We got...
yeah, and we also got the sound bug.
That's damn it.
Presentation issues.
It's just more pressure for me to perform extraordinary in the mission, so we don't restart them. Oh, okay. This guy has come again. Boop. Not enough boop. Not enough boop power. I will boop it now. There it goes.
Nice. And there we have it. We managed to get it, and that means we get out of this.
It's not mandatory for all missions that you do. You deal with all the...
So let us just restart the game real quick.
Right, yeah, that might be better.
Because, well, otherwise you are missing out on a lot of the sound. So just a second, guys. Sorry for the delay. Meanwhile, again, if you have any questions, let us know. we will be happy to answer. By the way, there is also playtests that we are conducting, so you can at any point just join our Discord, get our newsletter, whatnot, and there you will be informed about any upcoming playtests we're doing.
We're also
actually
closing in on the
next weekend is actually the next playtest, right?
True.
So there you get to play a lot bigger of a version to give a lot more feedback and help us with what you think, how things are, difficulty-wise, etc. So
yeah.
Will you be jumping to Gateway right away?
I don't know. I like it. You know, it's a nice mission. Okay, let's show this one in small ring then. So you're gonna get an upgrade here, which modifies the basic attack path. That it does more damage when it's curved like that. So you kind of.
I mean, what they do not know is that Gateway is actually the last system of this chapter. So if you jump to it, or if you try to jump to it, it will actually tell you that. Well, careful.
Yeah. So when you leave a cluster. You cannot go back, and everything that you haven't done is forfeit. So,
yes.
Yeah. Ideally, you would want to go through all of them and complete them, but if you're on some sort of a speedrun streak, or I don't know, just go from story mission to story mission. Okay, let's see what this guy has.
Ooh, the rogue AI.
The rogue AI are the greenish guys that you've seen already quite sometimes.
So basically, imagine there is an AI out there that just flies about, searches for any kind of wreck it can find, patches it together, and then has a fleet, right? And there is no negotiating with those guys. They're quite fragile though.
They're beastly.
But they do get the weapon technologies of both races, the Vor and the Dashan, which makes them pretty hard hitters in their own right.
Yeah, they're less dangerous when it comes to they're less resilient, but more dangerous. Like if you leave them alone. Also, some versions of their ships really move.
You and your 20,000 push.
It's perfect. Oh, I have the attack curvature. No, I have to.
Not yet.
Oh, this is the big guy. Oh, there's more. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and push one of these. Oh, the shield breaker, not good at all. Let's give him a moderate size 10k one just to disrupt him. So I see right now, because they're disabling me that hard, I can't really afford to do this 20,000.
Whoa!
I afford it.
You afford it.
This one I afford it. But yeah, since there's so many that are disabled, you don't get to fully develop your swarm here.
Just wait until their busters come about.
Yeah.
And suddenly your 20k thing won't work anymore.
Won't work, exactly. Yeah. I mean, yeah, as we said at the start, the whole concept is that once you figured out how to deal with a certain enemy fleet or a certain enemy ship type, then
we
pretty
come in
soon
to make something happen.
That will be disrupted.
Yes.
Exactly. Right. So we can now, for example, do this thing where you can see there's a difference in damage from the regular one to this one that's curvy, which is almost double, I guess, for the same size of path. And confirm. Unfortunately, we have them both, but not enough skill points to get them. So we're gonna have to kill some more.
Threat level 3.
Yes, I think it's actually accurate for this one. Yeah. Yeah, the difficulty is kind of
changing all the time at this point, because well, that's why we're doing the playtests.
Yeah.
Some missions are so hard,
and they're still rated. I mean, So we see there's more hazards in here. There's some exploding clouds, and there's these guys here that will try to shoot their missiles at us. So we see if we can push them into. Since they're Vor, they're a bit more resilient. Yeah, not by much, as you can see, but
in so we can see them better.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna throw him in the cold.
There he goes.
There we go.
So let's just be careful not to push any drones in there.
Right, yeah, if you push drones, for example, they will probably.
Yeah, fortunately
it charges up.
Didn't trigger.
Yeah, it charges up slower than our drones have passed. But if you have some in there, like you see now, some of those have died.
Unknown ship is approaching.
Oh, there is a shielded ship. See, so no, this guy is fully shielded. There's almost nothing we can. I mean, we can still, I think, bump other ships into it, but he has an enormous amount of shields. So what we're gonna do is gonna use the environment.
Can you try?
To what?
Hitting them just to illustrate what's happening.
Ah, to hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just impervious.
At this point.
At this
Obviously you get later on still swarm abilities. I mean there is also way more swarm abilities that we have at this point here. Right now we have 3.
Fly away, my son. 3 abilities.
Yeah. And at the end you will have 16. All of them upgraded. See, that's where you need path chaining.
Exactly.
That's
See,
exactly
that's
where
how
you
it
need
didn't
path
work.
chaining.
Let's see if I can hit
That
him.
will happen.
Of course, one of
yeah, now it works.
Boop. There we go. And then we're trying to bump him in one of these
Gas clouds.
But of course we have to wait for Mr. Ship here.
Mr. Ship.
Mr. Ship, Mr. Shield. Come on, come on, come on. The drones are waiting.
Enough.
They're thirsty.
Whoa!
Just missed it. No. It was a bit, it's a bit overpowered at this point.
Yeah.
We're gonna
The
try
20,000 is a real thing there.
Yeah, it's a bit. Oh, but something is also hitting me. I think it's. Okay, let's try go for 15,000. Okay.
You can always right click to stop the charging process,
Yeah,
right? Or you just release it, obviously.
Thankfully, I have one of these. Okay. Stay in there. Yes, there we go. Ah,
that was enough.
Let's hope I don't die as well. Oh!
What?
No, there were some flying missiles.
Where were the missiles?
What? They were in flight. This is amazing. Amazing. See, I billiarded around too much. Now
but where were the missiles?
they were flying towards me. That's why I put the walls, but it wasn't enough. See. Alright, no more playing. This time is for reals.
Has to be.
Has to be, because we might want to finish this chapter, yeah? Okay, let's bump these dudes. Pop. Not enough.
Are you going to bump them individually?
I wanted to bump that one in the cloud because it was closer. And also I can't aim because I'm like that. Ah, there we go. And this one we kill manually. Ah, I think we have the increased. Ah, we don't,
no,
because
we don't.
I don't have enough.
Also, we don't have the skill point, right?
Skill points for it, yes. An unknown ship. See now, since this is completely determined, you have also the option to just
smack him.
Wait
don't
for him.
overdo it.
I overdid it. I'm sorry.
No, might work.
Oh,
no,
it didn't work. But let's at least deal with his little mates here, and then.
Little mates.
Yes.
Like the bridesmaids.
The mateys.
Don't use 20k.
Yeah, might have been a bit of an overreaction there. Okay, but the thing remains. Like this is like one of those. It's a puzzle enemy basically, where you have to do something about it. So regular attacks don't work. It's gonna have to. We're gonna have to drive him in one of these clouds with our. No, not this one, not this one. This one. There we go. Ah, almost there.
Will it be enough?
Almost there. This is uncontrollable like that, you know. It's way too powerful for this poor dude. He can't even get his.
But this should be it.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah,
there
nice.
Nice.
It worked.
Yeah, I really don't need to fight. Like I quote Aiden here.
Yeah.
All right. So take us in navigation. Boo. I think we're ready for the final mission now.
Yes, we are.
It's 16 days. We spent 2 weeks and something in this cluster. I mean, we need to move this expedition.
We need to find New Earth, right?
Yeah.
So Andrei, make it happen.
Find it, yeah. Right, upgrades,
Nothing.
Right, this one. Okay, let's go into navigation mode and go for it. So it's gonna be pretty, how should I put it?
Intense?
Intense.
Fun fact, the values you see on the side here with the Jovian masses and all that jazz, those are actual real exoplanet values. Just, yeah.
Oh, that's, I try to identify where the action takes place.
Yes.
So this is the, those clusters are connected with this type of gates. You will have one when you get in and one when you get out. And usually there is something special that you kind of have to do around them to get them cleared. Right, so the guys are already in. We're gonna drop right in on this party. Boom. And you see these platforms, as Kaylee says here, these little things. If they're all enabled, we should be able to start the gate and warp ourselves out into the next cluster. And we have to dodge these other fellows' attacks and let them fight with each other and try to get this thing done.
Some of the Dashan fighters actually purposefully ram other ships.
Yeah, they just don't care. It's the Dashan.
I don't care.
So you've seen I attacked one and it was on, is active for a while, but then...
And then it turns off again.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to attack them all three at the same time, hopefully with a bit of help from our friends.
Are you going to ignore the entirety of the armada next
I'm
to
trying to, as long as they don't shoot me too hard, I will try to let them do their job. But the thing is, the battle will be ongoing forever here. I mean, even if we kill some of them, that would only mean that
I
more...
think it's possible to
You can win also by killing them all, but...
but that will
probably take a lot. I'm hoping that they, because sometimes I see when they hit these things, they also enable them because it's just damage there. Alright, so they killed the Vor, and now there's more Vor. See? That's what's going on. So we need to find a way to hit all these three at once. I'm gonna zoom out, get my... Okay, one here, which I missed, and one here. See, because I missed. And then
also this path was, the upper path was already over.
Yeah, so I need to start with the below.
No, that one is the closest, right?
It looks closest. Ah, it's open. See?
Really?
Nailed it. Perfect.
Nailed it.
And now we're gonna get...
Should we restart the game just to get the sound back?
Oh, it's because I died again.
We died.
God damn it. And I had almost had my skill point.
Yeah.
Right, so we completed this. The next one is in cluster 2, but we'll give it a short restart and be right back.
I mean, we're still here.
Yeah, sure.
Or are we restarting ourselves too?
I'm restarting myself constantly. Exactly.
Again, if you have any questions, please let us know. And we'll try to answer.
Started.
What's your impression actually so far? Could that be a game for you?
Oh, there we go. We're streaming. We're live. All right. So first mission in the second cluster.
Yep.
You can see here. I mean, just very optionally, you can also, each of the systems has its little story that you can kind of check, at least the ones that are active. And down below, some missions, the more important ones, also have their little story there, like a story bit that you can just see. Alright, let's jump straight in. As far as I recall, this is just an introductory mission, so there's not gonna be too much going on. We're gonna have a nice chat with our crew and then be on our way.
I mean, the story primarily revolves around your crew members. You have Dr. Eva Howe, which is basically the scientist aboard. Then you have Kaylee Jade, who is your first officer. Then you have Nathan and Aiden. Those are basically the 4 characters you interact with most. Aiden being your brother, and he is actually in a drone. So he sacrificed himself, he was a subsonic too.
Also represents the swarm for
all intents and purposes.
Right, so we're being pushed in slowly by the story. The first chapter doesn't have us interacting too much peacefully with the other factions. But from now on, we're gonna start drifting towards befriending the Vor. As you can see here, Dr. Eva is suggesting that we go into some sort of a ceasefire with the Vor, because you know the main mission of this whole expedition is to find a new suitable Earth candidate where we can move humanity from the old Earth, which is kind of dying.
Kind of is great.
Of its own doing, but
yes,
still.
obviously it was just putting a dagger to its heart. That's how
kind
it
of
works.
dying. Yeah, exactly.
If you read the comics, basically what happens is that the drones come. So this is how how Earth looked like before. I'm really bad at this. Before the drones arrived, but then the very next image you see is totally different. It's basically the sphere arriving in orbit of the world and unleashing the swarm onto humanity, right? We have no idea where the sphere is coming from, what it is about and whatnot, but yeah, it's attacking us, and humanity is pretty much screwed.
Yeah.
But in the end, they launch all their nukes, which basically is what kills the planet.
Classic humanity.
Yes.
Classic. So this is we're gonna get a more tame version of the cannonball, which we can use to precisely place, or let's say,
it's also great to push stuff into clouds, because you're obviously a lot faster in drawing a single line than charging up a cannonball. So if you don't need the extra oomph, you can just use this
and
one.
as you've seen, 20,000 drones up. This is the mission you were talking about, I think.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, I know this one is harsh too.
Yes, this is super harsh. Okay. So we have some sort of a puzzle mission here, right? We have to go and interact with this relic here. Use the swarm to extract the knowledge that we need from it. But let's see what happens when you just
don't commit too many drones, because
I'm just
will
gonna
kill the sun.
Right. I'm gonna just throw a bit in there so we see what's going on. So if we go straight forward, these guys will immediately.
And
go
you
for
lost
them. I lost 5,000.
7,000.
7,000. Okay. So be it. I think I can still make it.
Yeah.
So the thing is, we need to disable these 2 things. And if we disable, let's see what happens. Maybe we can get further to the axis. I'm not gonna spoil it, right? But the thing is, every time you disable, you get them shot at. That's one thing. And then you get some guys coming in as well, right? So what we could do is either go piece by piece, try to kill these guys off soon, right? Easy, boom, like that.
Nice.
But without,
really nice.
But without returning the drones through this super duper death cloud.
There is actually where the chained path chaining would have been super helpful.
Don't shoot me, bro. Okay.
This hurts. You're down to 70,000.
The alternative would have been to just hit. Oh, they're hitting me a bit as well. To just hit them both, which turns these guys friendly, as you can see.
Yes.
So now we're at least don't have to worry about it. And now let's put the drones to work and deal with the guys here, which are especially naughty. The Argo might not make it. I'm just saying. He might not make it.
You're committing a lot of drones to the scanning process, but they're fortunately on the weaker side.
Yeah, that doesn't look weak to me, man.
Wow.
It's no longer weak.
The progress even resets. Well,
harsh.
Yes, that's harsh.
Okay, this one is down, and then we're gonna let this guy paint us for eternity. We don't care.
Yes.
And get
the painting itself doesn't hurt us at all.
And then still go do our duty, our mission. The thing is, you can add more. We cannot. We're down to 14,000. You could add more than Yeah, so this one I think takes also the pad size limit into account, so you can put 20,000.
Yes, but you can put 20,000.
Yeah, you can put all of them if you want, and that will just progress them faster. Actually,
that is actually a valid tactic for some of those missions. That you just
commit
throw everything at it and get out of there as fast as you can.
Depending on the Argo upgrades, you might even live to
see the end of the day.
See the end of
The
that.
information we needed.
Let us leave.
Let us leave.
See what you're painting now, man. There's nothing left to paint. We're out.
He's painting us still.
Well, that's how the Argo molds. It's going to bring a bigger Argo.
Yes.
Right. So we got our pushing path here, which will help us later on.
But we don't have the skill point yet.
No?
No.
No. It's a big fat 0. Alright. So we
Big
can...
Akko.
Big Hako, yeah. This is Rogue AI mining up. Okay, so those guys are good for the experience that we get out of them at this point.
Yeah.
We can also, you know, try.
The railgun is pretty neat.
Yeah, that's also so.
Yeah, let's go for the railgun.
I mean, we will get the experience as well, I think.
Yes. So overall, we'll have 8 chapters in the game. We're now at the beginning of chapter 2, only because we already started at the end of chapter 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is plenty for you to explore, and in every chapter there's a lot of new weapons that you'll face, new abilities that you'll get, and generally, there should be easily enough for you to explore.
Alright,
Protect
so
targets.
Our first move into befriending the war, yeah? So we're trying to protect these guys, which look like there are some sort of howling ships, if you look at their setup.
Actually, one question that we got regularly is, yes, of course you can, like Andrei just did, pretty much surround a target with shields. But you always have to be aware of the price. Yeah. 15,000 drones of Andrei's are currently committed to the defense only. They will not take care of your enemies.
See? When he goes into the swarm around the Argo, he gets...
let's see if... No, let him go in. Yeah,
he's wrecked.
There's wrecked. He's wrecked.
Yeah, but we're also losing a bunch of drones when we're trying that, so... Oh, shoo!
We already lost.
We lost one already, yeah. And this one I think is about to die, even though his little health bar there doesn't really tell us. Maybe he doesn't have any damage taken so far, but he looked like he was under fire. Yeah, nice, but this is just starting.
This is just starting, exactly.
It's just starting. The thing is, the fewer the... Oh.
Ooh, the Liberator.
Yeah, he's here to liberate our drones from any formation that we might think about with his... With his
disable drones in a wide area and self-repairs. He has a shockwave emitter. I'm gonna spoil that much. Yeah.
We're gonna see. It's gonna be pretty spectacular. So we need to deal with his friends.
So yeah, he already disabled our wall.
Yeah, it's gonna disable.
The effect is currently a little bit on the underwhelming side, but that we're going to improve still.
The visual part.
The visual
effect
part.
Itself
the effect
pretty
itself is pretty dark.
Boom! As you have seen, my drones are all gone now. So no. Don't. He's killing everything, man. He's a machine. See? And this guy is about to die too. The only thing that's not dying is the Argo now, but that's probably gonna change.
Yeah, in a protect mission that can happen.
Okay. See, this tactic will... And the guy is repairing now. He's repairing. That's what he's doing. See? So hard. So hard. There we go. Yes, Captain Enamed. They have names now because they're friends.
We are here to identify
substitute habitat for the human race. This is what we've spoiled for you before. Yeah. I'm not gonna... Let's just give people time to read this thing in peace. We're just gonna go skip to it. First, tell... Yeah, doesn't matter. So we're trying to. They hinted. I'm just gonna,
Yeah.
get it in a shorter version. They hinted at the possibility that they know of such a planet, and they try to manipulate, basically, light manipulate the Argo into doing some work for it.
I believe we shouldn't let
Right. So we're going to jump.
Out of here and make it work.
Should we? There's
We've salvaged
time.
almost intact.
Yeah, one more I think is there is
we
time.
should.
We must
There's
find
time
a way
enough.
to severely dampen their drives.
Right. So we're getting research kind of based on the enemies being salvaged by us.
Yes.
That's the story behind how you get them, at least. We still haven't reached.
We are lacking it. I mean, we should show the railgun if at all
Yes,
possible.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, we can show it at least here with the video.
Yeah.
Oh, it hasn't a video.
Yeah, this one
Okay.
doesn't have a video.
It will have a
It
video.
will have. Most of them will have a video.
All of them. All
Yeah.
the Swarm ones.
Okay.
Okay.
All of them.
All of
There-
them.
Okay.
Okay. We need to
This-
go to track. I noticed what what you did there, because obviously every single dot here is a star system, so you're going to star.
Called Trek.
Exactly.
Well, closest you can get without the copyright infringement. Can boldly go to Trek.
Yeah. Is there also a worse?
No one there to salvage it.
Worse?
Worse, yeah.
No. Why?
No worse for star.
There's worse all
So
over
much
the
for no
place.
one
man.
being here.
Ah, so we thought about we're gonna,
Another one of those. Okay.
yeah, but this one is more in the open like that.
Yeah.
They are gunning for it. They are gunning for it. So we have to gun there fast. Leak.
Hello, Leak.
Orbit friendlies and lazy mines.
Okay.
Right? So this already puts a stick in the wheel of your finely tuned tactics, because now you can move freely on the battlefield because this guy lays mines. And what mines do is they disrupt
Yeah.
your things when you pass through. So now if you're trying to go, say, attack this fellow here, half of your attack path just took a mine and then died. So what you can do is move faster on them using these charged abilities, like the
Yeah, or
Cannonball,
just avoid it,
or
mine.
just avoid them. But that, you see, puts you in some places where it's harder to. I mean, it's harder to attack the way you would want, just straightforward go for the target.
I mean, this is the introductory version of the mine layer.
Yeah, it's
There
gonna
is-
get more serious later on.
Way more serious. Also,
Seeker.
try and snare him. Aw, you killed him so fast.
Too late. Let's put
Too
some guys
late,
in here.
too little.
Yes. Let's put just half of them. Oh,
Just half.
No. This was a bad idea. Listen, hey, just stop. Okay. They're working in tandem like that. See, so you thought you had it. Dude,
Oh,
this
you're
is
down
actually
to 40%.
This is actually getting pretty serious. What happened there? They smack him hard. They
Yeah.
push you too hard, man. Poof. Okay. Keep spinning, boy. Okay. I can push them with a regular pusher
No,
pad.
we
I
don't.
can't because I don't have.
The skill point. You're down to 30%.
Yeah, this guy is working me, man. Let's snare him or something.
Take him out.
He's not moving.
Take him out.
There we
Okay.
go. There we go.
Yeah, at least
This
the
thing
other
doesn't
guy
do damage as per color coding. So if it's blue, it just annoys, I think.
Yeah, it works in tandem with the
Yeah.
damagey ones, which
There we go. So now let's. Oh, there's more.
yeah.
Okay,
You need
let's.
to get the ball rolling here.
Yeah.
Oh, now a missile one.
Yeah. So these guys will show you.
14%. You're cutting it awfully close.
Yeah, let's hopefully.
Fortunately, the wallbuster isn't here anymore.
Yeah, so I
Could
can
have-
do the offensive shielding too.
Yeah,
see?
so this should be fine.
So you can,
It's
because
under
it's all
control.
simulated like that, you can do these neat little tricks once you catch wind of them, which is having them damage themselves. See, if you put,
Probably the one they wanted to scavenge.
yeah,
I'm puzzled by how they may have acquired the knowledge of where to locate
Go.
the first wreck.
a bit,
What if they
cut
hacked
a bit
into
close.
the
That's
Yes.
true. That's true. One or a couple of more missiles, and this would have been
Yeah.
the defeat. The red writing.
Red anti-sound screen.
Alright, the anti-sound one. Right.
So time is basically up. But
Yeah.
should we show the ray gun?
The rail gun. Yeah. Ah, right, because we can
Yeah,
upgrade
we-
now.
We can upgrade now.
Where is it? Railgun. There we go. Learn and navigate and go to this one.
And just
Jump. Go
make it
straight.
happen.
Straight.
Ray
into-
gun is amazing.
Yeah,
It's really
it's
amazing.
very powerful.
Yes.
AI gives me one more.
The AI again. Poor little
So
dudes.
it's the ray gun is the charged attack move that you get. So basically, like the cannonball for the kinetic path, the ray gun is for the attack
Let's see.
path.
Whoop. Ah,
Oh, the refactor.
Mr. Refactor is in. It's a repair ship.
Repair ship.
Yeah, it's gonna repair his bodies here, which will make them very, very nasty.
Well,
to kill.
with the ray gun, I think we can take him out
Exactly.
before he even gets to.
Exactly. The superheated ball of drones. See? 20,000 of them too.
Whoa. Both.
Blop.
Whoa.
Blop blop. That's how it goes. That's
You
the
can-
sound
I
they
think
make.
you can even kill the big one.
Might be. Boop.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
But
Rogue AI
it's
really hasn't much
important that I don't die too. Also, we will. Yeah, that will be probably subject to balancing a bit later on.
HP. Yes, of course. Whoa, what's
I
happening
did
around?
something. Ah, there's some more guys coming in, and that's. Oh, okay.
Ooh, they are all in one line. You know,
Ah,
the perfect
that would have been
railgun.
so good. Yes, please, railgun. Perfect.
Well, you got 3 of them.
Yeah, that should be an achievement of sorts.
Well, maybe
Well,
it is.
yes, I mean, if I were making this game,
If only.
yeah,
I think there is a lot of.
Oh, I
waves.
think
Get
they're
the
just-
data cube.
yeah, it doesn't look like. Oh,
Oh,
okay, was fortunate.
That was very fortunate.
but let's see what else we can do.
You're down to 40%.
I will die. I will
just
die.
saying.
That's how it's going to happen. It's going to
Maybe
end.
that's how it ends. So
Yeah.
yeah, railgun back and forth, but still you can't get through shields.
Yeah, that's also true.
So on that front,
Oh, they bumped themselves a bit.
yeah.
Boop. See, it stopped on the shields there. And now,
Okay, now he died. Okay, this is a very, very nice ending. Thank you, Andrei, for
I worked
making
so
it.
hard
Yes,
to hold me back, myself back, you know.
yes,
so we can
I
see the
know.
defeats come.
I could see the sweat on your front, and yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, I hope you also enjoy all the other cool demos that are out there with PAX EGX.
Right,
It's-
newsletter.
yes. There's newsletter,
Wishlisted.
obviously.
Yeah.
And if you want the comic, again, it's just go over and pre-order the game, then you will get it basically for free. So yeah,
Good
cool
stuff.
stuff. Thank you everyone, and I wish you a very pleasant evening.
Have a nice